Okay, let's do
I would like
this.
to tell y'all how I feel about fighting games. And growing up, Soul Calibur, I actually played Soul Blade, which was a different version than Soul Edge. See, a lot of people know it as Soul Edge. That's what they had at the arcade. But I played Soul Blade. I loved it a lot. The story mode, the story of each character, the unlocking all the endings, unlocking all the weapons, the grind. It's legacy to me. So, despite how people may feel about Soul Calibur 6, I would still play it. That's how great Soul Blade was to me. So I don't know if you want to call that a loyalty factor. I know some guys say, oh, but it seems like a masterful game. I get that, but still, it's technical, it's kind of fast paced. I mean, you can mash it a little bit, but still, I mean, with a technical attack, you can still be the master on the game. Tekken, also made by the same developers. I mean, obviously, I would play Tekken. It's a decent game. I started on Tekken 2. I didn't even know that Soul Blade and Tekken were made by similar developers. So, you know, in comparison, I know a lot of guys. It comes down to like the Street Fighter guys. I don't even know how people feel about the new Mortal Kombat, but it was Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter are more technical. You have to know the combinations. Like it's more practice to be a good player and learning all the characters. You really have to spend time learning how each character plays, not just your characters, so you can see it coming. Because you gotta know their moves, you know. So it's not that I can't play it. It's just I never spent enough time on Street Fighter. I never spent enough time on Mortal Kombat as well. But out of the two, I played Mortal Kombat more than I played Street Fighter. So I don't think there was a way to really learn fatalities. Like when I first started playing back on, so we're going back to like Sega, Nintendo, you know, like Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, like they didn't really have a way to learn the fatality. So I wound up finding it online. Like I basically had to go to the cheat code website, you know, before the Game Shark and all that, just to find the fatalities. Like, and so this is Sega Genesis, obviously. I know with the newer games, I guess they have the move list in the game, but still, it's gonna take a lot of time and practice, you know. I guess we could throw Smash Bros in there. Smash Bros is definitely more about timing, although there are a few moves here and there, you know. I think any skill level could really play it. You could get beat by someone that may not have played as many hours if they have good timing, you know. So anyway, I don't know how y'all feel, but still, I hopped on here and just chose Maxi real quick. I think Maxi, you know, like Lee Long basically. I'm kind of familiar with the move, but going back to Soul Blade, I actually was really good with Rock. Cervantes a little bit, but Save Free, Lee Long, I could pretty much use. I had like 4 mains, maybe even 5 mains on Soul Blade, so the moves feel like a little bit familiar, you know. I kind of know where to press the buttons just from playing. Although I didn't even look at his moveset, I just kind of had an idea of which way to push the buttons to kind of like make him do stuff. And, I'd have to try it with Siegfried to really see if it's true. But anyway, you know, I still enjoy Soul Calibur. I don't know how people may feel, but soundtracks, they put a lot of time into it. You know, when it comes to soundtracks, I think all the fighting games really like have good soundtracks. Especially Dan with Mortal Kombat. I mean, that's amazing. But Soul Blade soundtrack is amazing. You know, Soul Calibur, the way they put the symphonies, like you can't beat that. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to choose because I mean, even Street Fighter has some good good soundtrack. And they really put a lot of time into the music, you know. And you can see that, especially early on, like the first PlayStation games, if you listen to the soundtracks compared to like, I don't know, PS2, there was a lot more time and detail they put into those first games with the soundtrack. But I think they're getting back into that, you know, depending on what game it is, they're sophisticating the music. But when you look at the composition, still, there's some PlayStation 1 composers that are like just that generation, not just PlayStation, but you know, Nintendo, probably even Dreamcast, GameCube, you know, like they really went to the studio, like for real. You know, they didn't just throw something together, couple chords, make it sound good, kind of hot. You know, they just really composed, like that's crazy, bro. But anyway, yeah. So as you can see, I got beat on that second battle. I put it on very hard. You figure when you fight the computer on very hard, it's still gonna be a challenge. And first guy got me because he had range with his attack, but I was still able to get Siegfried. So I guess it'd just be a matter of learning the moves in a more technical fashion.
Unless you want to die, give it up.